Hey guys, what's going on? It's TD Twilight here, and today I'm here bringing you a video about some of the first impressions as well as the observations that I was able to make during my time with episode Gladiolus of Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, me and TD Lord Snow went to PAX East this year on Friday, and we had a really good time, and I got the chance to get my hands on the episode Gladiolus. Now, while I did mess around with the game and learn the mechanics and stuff like that, I must admit that by the time I actually got to play the game around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so, the system or whatever that all the consoles were running on seemed to be lagging, and every single screen that was running Final Fantasy 15 episode Gladiolus had really bad lag and really bad frame rates, and it really kind of messed up the experience for me. But I knew I was going to be able to play this game when it comes out for Final Fantasy in the coming months, so I wasn't too disappointed. But nonetheless, I didn't really get the chance to play it fully with the good quality. However, earlier in the day, I did get to observe other people playing the game when it was running very smoothly, and it definitely looked really great, and all the footage that you see is from that time point. The story of this DLC follows the events that happened to Gladiolus in Chapter 6 of FF15 when he disappeared from the rest of the group. Gladiolus teams up with Core, and you both journey into what appears to be an underground cave. Gladi is on a journey to test his own strength to make sure that he is strong enough to protect King Noctis in the journey ahead, and he plans to accomplish this by defeating Gilgamesh. Now, as far as the DLC's mechanics, it does follow the same sort of system as Final Fantasy 15, as you would expect, but some of the controls are kind of switched around. From what I remember, the Y button is now the items menu, and of course, Gladiolus doesn't have magic, but he does have the same sort of fighting style that Noctis would have with a great sword. An additional feature that Gladiolus has that Noctis doesn't is this new rage bar that I've noticed in the bottom right of the screen. Now, it seems to multiply when you get hit and when you do damage to other enemies. However, I'm not really sure what it does. I can kind of assume that it increases the damage that Gladiolus will do, but I cannot confirm. Gladiolus also has a new ability called Earth Shatter, and this basically works like Limits have in the previous Final Fantasy games, where you have to charge it up either by taking time or doing damage to enemies in order to use it. The gameplay is pretty fun, and while Gladio's attacks are pretty slow, when they do connect with your enemies, it feels very satisfying. The types of enemies that you encounter include zombies, giant snakes, and of course, Gilgamesh. Anyways, that's pretty much all my thoughts on my time spent with episode Gladiolus. I didn't want to say too much or spoil anything for people who are trying to stay away from that kind of stuff. Episode Gladiolus looks awesome, and I can't wait till the DLC releases on March 28th. Check out the rest of my channel if you like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy stuff, and until next time, take it easy.